Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I know it's gonna probably take a few minutes. Hold on, let me do this. I know it's gonna probably take a few minutes for people to come in here because this is a pop-up live. So I know people are kind of just, stagger in. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna be here long. I'm like the pastor. I'm not gonna be before you long. I'm not gonna be before. Thank you for the person who liked the video before I even saw them pop up on my screen. Thank you. Thank you for coming on in and liking the video. Hey Nikki, what's going on? Yeah, I'm up. I'm up. I did good, y'all. Usually the night before I'm going on a trip or something, I do not sleep well. I slept really well last night. Like I had a sound sleep last night. I did not toss or turn. I did good. And normally for me, oh my gosh, that's not normal for me. So you guys know I'm headed out today, flying down to Orlando for my cruise. I'm all packed up and ready to go. I was going to go live last night and do this and talk to you guys while I was packing because, I was up last night packing. But I ended up talking to a friend on the phone, and when I got done talking to, actually I was talking to Cruiser. I know Cruiser child. When I got done talking to Cruiser, I was done packing. So I'm up. My alarm went off. We have a 2-hour delay, so I don't have to be at work until like 10. So I said, well, I have a few minutes. Because yesterday I left out of here like 8:30. And I got to work so early. I was like, y'all don't need to be at work that damn early. So I said, I'm going to have about 30 minutes to talk to you guys. And this was something that was on my agenda to talk to you guys about last night, but I didn't. And as soon as I hit the end button, I realized I didn't talk to y'all about it. And I'm kind of glad because we have a little bit more information now. So I see you guys are coming in. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. So I got about a hard 30 minutes. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So yesterday, Glorilla. Now y'all know the rapper Glorilla, right? She's from Memphis. Yesterday, you're leaving at 8:30 to go to the airport. Okay, Cheryl. I will see you soon, my love. I will see you guys soon. When I get off of here, I'll put my phone number in the group chat in case people need to call me. Um, you know, before I forget to do that. But so yesterday, Glorilla's sister came down to social media to basically air Glorilla out, right? She talked about how Glorilla has abandoned her family, how they haven't heard from her, how she's not doing nothing for them. She talked about how her mama is still working at FedEx and how their daddy had to borrow $100 from their mama. They down bad. And she nowhere to be found. She don't come see them. She not taking care of them. And ultimately, she was basically making it seem like Glorilla was obligated to financially support her family. Now, let's dig into this. Let's dig into this. There are two ways of looking at this. There are going to be the people that are like, well, she should do that. I mean, she out there, she making money, she can afford to do it. She should do it. And then there's the other side that says she don't owe them nothing. It's her money. She don't have to do anything for them. It's her money. I fall somewhere in the middle. Number one, let me be clear. I don't know any of these people in real life, so I can only go by what they're choosing to put on on social media. Now, as of this morning, I have not seen where Glorilla has responded. If she responded, y'all let me know. But I haven't seen where she has responded. So with that being said, um, I saw where a friend of hers has responded, and her sister has gone live, I think at least 3 times. Or at least she's gone live. I think maybe she's gone live twice and put a bunch of stuff on social media. Right. Right. There are 3 sides to every story. Exactly. There are 3 sides to every story. So here's where I stand. Just based on the information that I have. There are a whole lot of people, celebrities, whatever, that have gone broke trying to save everybody. Whole lot of celebrities gone broke trying to save everybody. As the infamous story of MC Hammer, where he hired everybody. If you walked up to MC Hammer and told him you needed a job, he gave you a job. He found somewhere to put you on his payroll. Now, and MC Hammer ended up having to file bankruptcy. Now, is MC Hammer broke, like living on the street broke? No, he still lives a very comfortable lifestyle. However, he lost a lot of money behind trying to take care of everybody. His intentions were good. His bank account just could not withstand that. I know that Oprah has talked about giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. And y'all know Oprah gave to people that didn't really take care of her like she needed to be taken care of, you know. Um she told a story one time about her father complaining about, well, look who done stepped in the chat. What's up, King Payne? Hey, boo. How you doing, my love? Oprah told a story about her dad complaining about not seeing her enough, and but she said that I understood he wasn't really, and this is her story, and I'm paraphrasing because this was years ago, y'all, so if y'all remember it differently, definitely correct me. But I remember her saying that ultimately she ended up going to see her father for Father's Day, and she bought him a Mercedes, and that pretty much shut him up. That's how she felt. She felt like it wasn't really about, oh, you miss me, you want to see me, you want something, And she said she flew down, took him out that morning, drove him to the dealership, bought him a new car, and he was good. So I think that Glorilla is young, you know. I pray that she's not wasting money on stuff, frivolous things, and that she is making long-term decisions. I know that her and Cardi B are cool. I hope that Cardi B is giving her some insight. One thing, people can say a lot of what they want to say about Cardi B, but one thing we can't say is that Cardi B is not taking care of her money and investing. And we know that Cardi B buys a lot of property. Um, she owns apartment buildings and stuff like that. And I know she has investments and stuff like that. Um, I'm going to say this, though. Glorilla don't owe y'all shit, in my opinion. It's nice. Somebody in the chat said she retired her father a few months ago, so she finds it hard to believe. Right. I remember Ludacris retired his mom. She may be the youngest. She is not obligated to take care of grown people, of non-grown people. Hold on, y'all. Ooh, excuse me. Oh Lord. First thing in the morning. I did do my eucalyptus last night, so I think it's clearing me up. Glow gave up drinking and stuff because she out here wilding. I remember her saying that. So I'm hopeful she has her finances in order. Hold on a second, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hold on a second, y'all. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Um, yeah, so now her sister was saying stuff like I said, our mama still work at FedEx. Why shouldn't your mama still work? Don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. I understand the thought of taking care of your mom. But we might not have the whole story here. Remember what we've been talking about here at the tribe. We've been talking about it's okay to protect your space, and it's okay to disconnect from family members if they are not going to be conducive to your mental health, right? So we don't know the whole story as to why Glorilla may or may not be taking care of her family, right? We don't know what she's already done for her family. We don't know what she's already done for her family. Because again, you can give, and people take, and that's it. Who's to say that Glorilla didn't say to her mom, look, I'm gonna give you $5,000 a month. That should, I'm gonna buy you a house, and I'm gonna give you a stipend or a allowance of $5,000 a month. Who's to say her mama didn't say that ain't good enough? That ain't good enough. Who's to say she didn't buy her mother uh, a Mercedes and her mama said, I really wanted a BMW? Who's to say she didn't take her mother on shopping sprees only for her mother to give the shoes away, thinking, oh, I could just get more. I could just get more. Like, we don't know that much of the story. Her sister said something along the lines of, we down bad, we down bad. So who is the we? Because you grown. Who is the we? Why should Glorilla, a grown-ass woman, swoop in and take care of you? Because now it doesn't sound like your mama. Now it sounds like you. And then she said something about, my dad had to borrow $100 from my mama. That sounds like a your mama and your daddy issue. Again, why does that concern you? Why does it concern you that your daddy taking money from your mama? That's that's a whole nother issue there. I mean, I don't have all the details. I only have what you putting out there. That's what you said. You said my daddy had to come and borrow $100 from my mom. Girl, first of all, those are two grown people. Yeah, they your mommy and your daddy, but they grown people. What does that have to do with you? You're grown. And then they even say that she started talking about Yo Gotti. Now, Glorilla is signed to, is it Yo Gotti's record label or something like that? So now you mad at Yo Gotti? What you mad at Yo Gotti for? What's your issue with Yo Gotti? Now, I'm glad that I didn't talk about this yesterday because this morning, that's another reason why I said, oh, let me go ahead and talk about it before I get up. This morning, I saw where Glorilla's friend and one of her backup dancers stepped into the chat. And I wish, I can't read it word for word because I'm on my phone, but I think it was on the Shade Room or something like that. Neighborhood Talk. It must have been Neighborhood Talk because I don't really watch, I don't really look at the Shade Room that much. So it must have been a Neighborhood Talk. She said, I don't care if anybody has, like, she was like, I'm going to say what I got to say and I don't care if y'all have a problem with it. And I mean, she wasn't talking to me because, hell, I ain't got no problem with it. I feel like she was talking to the people that's going to have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Can we get the likes up, please? It's 92 of y'all in here. We got 30 likes. Thank you. So she said, well, where were y'all when Glorilla was homeless? I said, oh, see? See how there's another side to the story? She said, where were y'all when she was sleeping on her friends' couches? And she said couches with an S, which makes me feel like Glorilla was couch surfing. She wasn't at one place. She said, where were y'all then? She said when her house got broken into, y'all remember, what was that, like last year? Glorilla's house was robbed. She was out of town. Remember, she ended up getting arrested because they found weed. And she was like, I wasn't even there. How y'all arrested me for weed in my house and I wasn't even at my house when y'all... Can y'all hear me? I hope that didn't knock out my sound. Let me know if y'all can hear me, please. Oh, shoot. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but I forgot about my alarm. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Okay. So, she said, well, where were y'all when her house got robbed? She said, y'all weren't there. She said her house got robbed and nobody was there. None of y'all live with Glo. Y'all weren't at the house. She said, and none of y'all even called to check on her. Y'all didn't even call to make sure she was good. Y'all didn't even call her to see if everything was okay with the people robbing her. She said, so like all of this, she ain't taking care of us and she ain't doing that. She was like, where were y'all when she needed y'all? I said, now see, there's the other side of that story. Now, Glorilla, to be fair, hasn't said anything. So I can't say that any of those things are true. I can only go by what her friend is saying. And her friend felt like, okay, hold on. Glorilla posted, oh, you know what she did? Thank you, Cubstar. Glorilla did post a text from her mom where her mother was like, thank you, I appreciate that. And Glo was like, if there's anything else you need, you right. You were absolutely correct. Thank you for reminding me of that. I'm going to read what she said. Glorilla posted a text from her mom, but the end of that text kind of implied that Glo recently helped the mom out with money, but I don't know the way the mom worded the end made me feel like the mom has to repay it. Yeah, she did. She did post a text, and it does seem like she had given her mother money the way the text was written. Yeah, yeah. Let's be can I be honest about something? Even if her mother said I'll pay you back, I don't think Glorilla has an expectation of that money coming back. You know, there are some times when you loan people money and you believe them when they say they're gonna pay you back. And then sometimes when you give, notice I didn't use the word loan, when you give people money and you don't have no expectation. I don't think, and again, I don't know Glorilla. I can't speak for her. I don't think she has even if her mother said, I'm going to pay you back as soon as I get my paycheck, I don't think Glorilla has an expectation of that money coming back. And that's just my opinion. I don't know that to be a fact. Can we get the likes up, please, y'all? It's only 40 likes. We got 120, well, no, 112 people in here. So, yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because I just felt like, and for you to come down here to the internet, like, what you think that's going to do? You think that's going to shame her into giving your money? You think her fans are going to turn on her and be like, oh, that's messed up. She'll take care of her mama. I don't mess with her like that. I mean, is that what you thought people were going to do? I mean, there might be some. There might be some people that's going to be like, oh, that's messed up. But I think most people would be like, well, it's her money. Like I said, I remember reading articles. Who was it? I'm trying to remember who it was because I don't want to lie. I feel like it was Shannon Sharp. No, it wasn't Shannon. I can't remember who it was. I know with Shannon Sharp, his grandparents wouldn't take money from him and his brother. Like they tried to buy them a house. They tried to do all that stuff and they wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take it. And I remember reading about another football player whose mom, I think she was like a teacher or something like that, and she didn't quit, and he was trying to get her to quit, and she wouldn't quit. So I mean, some people are good. You know, they're happy for your success, but they don't feel like it belongs to them. They don't feel like it's theirs. They don't feel like that you owe them or that there's any obligation. Right. She definitely not gonna get nothing now because again, even if I was thinking about cash apping you something, you can't get shit from me now. The sister said Glow didn't really retire the dad. Oh shit, hold on, y'all. Oh, I dropped it. The sister said Glow didn't really retire the dad. He retired himself in his own time, and Glow told the public she retired him, according to the sister. Well, can I say something that sounds, I know this is going to sound mean. I know this is going to sound mean when I say this, y'all know it's going to sound mean. But if the man retired himself and he had to borrow $100 from their mama, maybe he wasn't ready to retire. I'm just saying. I mean, and don't get me wrong. We all listen. I'm gonna speak for myself. We all have times when we need we need a little bit of change to get to the end of the week. I'm gonna speak for myself. Sometimes that bill pop up that you wasn't expecting. Sometimes you spent a little bit more money than you should have spent. You like, damn, I kind of fucked that up. I spent a little bit more money than I should have spent. We all sometimes get to the end of the week and our money funny. Again, I'm gonna speak for myself. So I don't think him having to borrow money from the mom makes him destitute. I mean, again, that's just me. Hold on, y'all. Let me blow my nose. Exactly, Tawanda. I told y'all. There are times when my friends will call me and want to hang out, and if I know I ain't got the money, I ain't got the money. You know what I'm saying? If I know that my money funny and I know they getting ready to go to a nice restaurant and have a nice meal, and I can't make it, and I don't, and you know what? And I don't say to them, "Oh, I don't really have the money," because in my mind, I feel like that's me low key asking somebody to pay for me, and I'm not doing that. I just be like, "Yeah, I can't make it this time. I'm gonna catch y'all on the other side," because at the end of the day, we can go to dinner another time. If I clearly can afford to miss a meal, And somebody say, "Well, you missing the fellowship." Well, okay. Well, I'm missing the fellowship. They say that glow. Oh, thank you for the gift. Wait a minute. I never got this. My first time getting a gift, y'all. Okay, I got a torch. I don't know what that means, but thank you. I guess I know what it means. It's like on like on Bigo or TikTok where people send you the little emojis and stuff. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gift, my love. Hold on. Good morning, Really B. I want to join the book club. What channel is it on? Okay. Um, the channel is called. I can't pull the link right now, and I don't think I have any mods in here right now. But if you type in either Really B reads or Really BTV reads, it should come up. Really B reads or Really BTV reads. It should come up. That's the name of the channel. I can't remember if it's Really B reads or Really BTV reads. And I'm gonna do you one better. Do you one better. If you type in Really B reads, Indigo, that's one of the books that we reviewed. It should pop right up. If you're having a hard time finding it, put in Really B reads, Indigo, or Really B TV reads, Indigo, because one of the books we did was Indigo by Beverly Jenkins. It should pop up. And thank you. Yeah, we're gonna order the R. Kelly book. Well, I'm not the R. Kelly book. R. Kelly's Survivor, her book, Rashana. I'm gonna stop saying the R. Kelly book. Fuck him. We're gonna get that, and and that is where I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do it over there on that channel. So thank you, boo. Somebody said something. Hold on. Her dad is one of the few that could still get a pension once retiring. If she was still working at Checkers, this wouldn't be on Facebook. Exactly. Neo mom is a bank manager. She told him she not quitting her high-paying, comfortable, laid-back job. Right. And then here's the reality of the situation. Contrary to popular belief, some people really enjoy what they're doing. Like, it's not really a job. Like, I enjoy, and some people enjoy having their own money. Even if they don't necessarily enjoy their job, they enjoy their money. Because here's what I don't now. Let me be clear. If my sister hit a lick, what up, Toby? Yeah, girl, because I don't have to be at work for a little bit longer. So I said I'll come live for a few minutes. I'm only gonna be live for about 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna go get my day started, child. I have a late flight. I'm not leaving until after work, child. I'm going to work. I think the sister is lying. The dad is 73 years old. He retired from the post office. I'm sure he gets multiple checks. Oh, child by. He retired from the post office. Child. Let me tell you, like I said, borrowing $100 from somebody don't mean you down bad. Now, listen, there are a lot of reasons why people money funny. You can get a really good pension and still be broke. Let's be clear. You can get a really good pension and still be broke. Listen. There's some people that can make really good money and still be broke. I mean, we know that happens. But if my sister hit a lick, let's be clear. If my sister hit a lick and she decided, look, I'm gonna put you on my payroll, because see, that's how the rich people do it. The rich people start a business, start a corporation, and they put their family on the payroll, and then they can just pay them off the payroll, and they can get the tax benefit. But see, that's how rich people do shit. And my sister says she gonna put me on her payroll. I absolutely am gonna take that paycheck. Does that mean that I'm gonna stop working? Now I may change jobs and I may be able to take a pay cut to do something different and all of that. Yeah. Like right now, y'all know right now I'm looking for a job, but one of the things I have to take into consideration is the salary. Contrary to popular belief, there's some teachers that make decent money. I'm at the top of my pay scale. I have 2 degrees. I'm at the top of my pay scale. I make pretty decent money. I mean, I'm not rich, clearly, but I've started looking at jobs, and some jobs that I'm like, oh, that would be a nice, I think think that would be fun. And then I look at the salary and I'm like, ooh, I can't take that kind of a pay cut. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it will put me in a position where I could take a pay cut. But I wouldn't want to be in a position like, and maybe that's where some people are like, look, I appreciate the occasional nice trip. I appreciate, the Louis Vuitton bags. I appreciate maybe every once in a while you cash apping me a couple of $1,000s, but I don't want to be reliant on you taking care of me. If I was a daddy, I would curse her out for telling people, right? So what, like, why was that even a thing? Because in the grand scheme of things, $100 really ain't shit. I mean, again, don't get me wrong. When I say ain't shit, my friend Cruz hates it when people say that. I don't mean like it's not no real money. I mean like you make it seem like $100 got this man about to be homeless. Like that's not. Anyway. But I know family members are well-to-do who do not expect anything from their family members who made it because that's how they were raised. They're generous but not obligated. Right. And that's what I'm saying. You could be generous, but it's no obligation there. That's what it sounded like to me, Quake. Quake got it right. Quake said Glo must have told her no for something that she wanted. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like you called Glo. Glo either said no or Glo's ignoring your ass straight up. She might be just ignoring your ass straight up. And now you in your feelings, so you came down here to the internet thinking you're gonna embarrass her. You're not embarrassing her because people like me and people like the tribe, we don't feel no ways tied. Again, if Glo decided to take care of her mom, that still don't have nothing to do with you, girl. Like, I still don't understand why because here's the thing. If you got a problem with your mama working at FedEx, how about you retire your mama? How about you go work 2-3 jobs so your mama don't have to work down to the FedEx? I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Again, more information might come out, and y'all know me, I always reserve the right to change my mind if more information comes out. But based on what I'm hearing, I don't feel no ways tired about this situation. I feel like, Glo, you doing the right thing, my love. Like, don't let that white noise get you caught up. Glorilla got herself a little NBA boyfriend. She doing her music, as she would say, her music. Somebody in the chat earlier said she stopped drinking. I think that's a good thing. She's young and she's going to make mistakes. And she came from poverty, right? She didn't come from money. She came from poverty. So she's going to make mistakes. But it sounds like she's trying to do some good things. And I'm going to support that. The same thing with Cardi. Cardi don't come from money. The sister play herself. They look alike, though. Love me some Glo. I love me some Glo, too. I really do. With her music self. I just hope, like I said, I just hope she's got some good people around her that are helping her so that she doesn't end up broke, in 5 years and 10 years or whatever, that she's creating money that she can live off of that'll continue to generate. That's what I hope. I'm trying to hear my accent. Her music. Good morning. Her sister didn't say anything when Glo bought the daddy a car for his retirement. Family jealousy is real. See? That's what I'm talking. See? Thank you, Brown Mama. When more information when more information drop down, That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, I feel like I'm just not of that mindset. Let me tell y'all something. Didn't I tell y'all when we went to go see Wicked, right? Me and my family went to go see Wicked. When did we go see it? After Thanksgiving? I think the Saturday after Thanksgiving. And it was me, my sister, my mom, my aunt, and my 2 cousins. So it was seven of us that went to go see it. I bought all of the tickets. Because, I just went on and bought the tickets at one time. So, of course, my sister My cousins, they sent me their money, no problem. When my mother asked me how much was the ticket, I wouldn't tell her. When my aunt asked me how much was the ticket, I wouldn't tell her. Because in my mind, it's a $20 ticket. I'm not tripping over treating my mom and my aunt to the movies for $20. My mama just cashed at me $20. She didn't even ask me no more because my mama know how I play. My mama know. And don't get me wrong, if I needed the money, I'd have been like, it was $20. But I didn't need the money. I mean, at that point, I didn't need the $20. We get to the movie and my aunt was like, how much was the ticket? I said, I don't even remember. I have to check. Because I know how my aunt is, right? I know how my aunt is. She didn't say nothing else. We went out to dinner after the movie. She didn't even ask me again. She just said, here. And she put $20 in my hand. I said, dang it. I said, I was almost out of here. She said, I know. She said, but I'm not. She said, but I asked you to, you bought the tickets for us. I'm going to give you the money. So it's like, I don't come from a family. And I mean, I know that's just a small thing. That's $20. But I don't come from a family that assumes that kind of stuff. They don't assume anything. My mother does that all the time. If I say, Ma, you want something, you need something from the grocery store. Oh, if you stop, can you get blah, 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 blah. And as soon as I walk in the door, how much I owe you? And sometimes I be like, Mom, I got it. Don't worry about it. But again, if I needed that money, whatever I spent, if I need it back, I tell her how much it was. You know what I mean? I just don't come from a mindset where that assumption is made. And again, if my sister hit a lick, hit the lottery or whatever the situation is, and she decided to give me something, I ain't saying I wouldn't take it, but I wouldn't feel like she owed me anything. Right. Vintage said if I won the Powerball, it would be split two ways. Me and my husband. He could give his part to whoever he want. I give my part to whoever I want. I know that's right. Oh, it's called Reading with Really Be. Thank you, Philly John. Thank you. Now I can remember. Reading with Really Be. Yeah. I couldn't remember the name of it, child. It's been so long. I'm gonna get over there though. Like I said, that's what we're gonna do to R. Kelly. The Rashana book. I'm gonna stop saying R. Kelly. Yep. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and get ready to get my day started. Let me jump in the shower. I gotta take my trash out. Well, I'm gonna take my trash out when I get home. I schedule my Uber to pick me up. When I get home, I'm gonna change my clothes real quick. Change into my. I like wearing, I like wearing comfortable clothes when I fly. I like wearing like sweatsuits and stuff. So I already got my stuff laid out. When I come home from work, change into my sweatsuit and stuff. Take my trash out, and then by that time the Uber should be here. So, oh Lord, Kim, oh my. Wait a minute. Brown Mama said Glow family was the one in her house I think one of her brothers that were there. It was said on television that her siblings live with her, so I don't understand why now the sister's upset. Well, like they said, it's 9 of them. So maybe it's certain family members that Glow mess with and certain family members that she don't mess with, which once again would lend credence to there's something more personal between her and the sister. Because I do think I remember her brothers or somebody being at that house when the substances were found. So it's 9 of them. So maybe it's certain family members she fool with and it's certain family members she don't fool with. Happy birthday, Yolanda. Thank you, Tracy Boo. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here, Lord. I will talk to y'all later. I always forget how to get out of this thing. Oh, here we go.